If you could tell yourself one thing when you were younger, what would it be and why?
Oh, wow. It's,
Tough one.
yeah, if I would be younger. Actually, about my disability, I wouldn't do anything differently because I think I'm lucky because my parents raised me with those um, ethics to be open-minded and to show people that I'm different, but not in that way. But if I can tell something to myself when I was younger, I would tell that be brave and don't don't count on people's opinion that much and just
Yeah.
stand out your opinion. Just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean that you can be a strong, independent person, that you can't stand uh, by your values. I have to, and I can about your opinion. Like when I was a kid, when I was younger, I was the others' opinion meant a lot to me, and I was living by that for a long time. Like when I was buying like a new dress or something, I was always asking my friends and the people opinion around me, and my whole personality, I was like forming it according to what people tell me, and I think that's not a good thing. And I realized that I can be my own person, and I don't. I'm not in any like I don't have to count on them in that, and I can have my own personality, and I can express myself the way I want to, and not,
Yeah.
and I don't have to be afraid because I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I know. So sometimes people misjudge other people based
Yeah,
on what they see.
yeah, yeah. And I was, just trying to be enough, and I was trying to be accepted by the community so much that I forgot who am I for a while. But then when I became a teenager, I kind of like been in a rebellish period of my life, and I realized that I don't have to give a damn about the other's opinion. I can have my own opinion. I can have my own style. I can wear what I want to, what makes me feel good, what makes me feel pretty, what I like. I can do my makeup. I can do my hair. I can do whatever I like to the way I want to, and I don't have to be. I don't have to go and be basic because I want to get involved. So yeah, and I think a lot of people, not just with disability, but the majority of the kids mainly are struggling with this problem because they're trying to get in and so much that they sometimes just forget who they are and trying to just copy the others so they won't be cast out.
Yeah. How has your disability helped shape you as a person?
Ah, I think it made me more stubborn, to be honest. Yeah, I'm really stubborn with my opinions and with myself, and I'm trying to be conscious about myself. And it probably shaped me at first because usually when I'm with other people, I'm trying to see both sides of a story, trying to understand both sides of a situation because I know because when I was a kid, sometimes I wasn't understood by others. They didn't see the person, they saw the condition. So I learned to show other people that there's so much more behind the surface, and that shaped me a lot. And I think it made me fight for my goals even more that I'm having a disability because I know I have to, and I know I can, and I know I will because I will live a normal life and I will live an average life like everyone else. And I just want to enjoy it, and I will. And maybe that's my motto for life, to just live free and do whatever you think you're capable of, and even more. And then you
Yeah.
can live a full life. Yeah.
I think that's a great message for other people, not just with OI, but with other kind of disabilities and problems that our disability, they are not as top. They help us. The disability give us challenges, but it's our thing if we want to overcome those challenges, or we stay in the same situation. So go on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that sometimes the only thing what can kind of like disturb me in a lot of ways, that sometimes people are using people with disability to show an example. We are not an example. We're an example for ourselves, kind of for our community, but we're not trying to show an example for anyone else that, okay, if she can do it, you can do it. No, it doesn't work that way. Everyone can do it. It doesn't depend on if you're disabled or not. I'm showing myself an example, and I'm showing my community an example that you can live freely and you can let your disability to hold you back. But sometimes people are using us to show them some kind of example, that like in school, like, okay, if she can play basketball in a wheelchair, then you can run the marathon. And I think it's a stupid example because it doesn't work that way. And we're not examples. We're just people as well.
We're not, because we're not the same we are human beings, but we're not the same. We don't have the same abilities. We don't have the same the same body, the same and the same so. Yeah. We're gonna say something, Tiff?
I was just gonna add to that. I was gonna say what you've gone through is different compared to what I've gone through and what Karola has gone through. We all deal with different disabilities or different situations, but we're all the same. We all bleed the same. We all are human at the end of the day. Right? So I think teaching, like you said, even bullying, that goes for bullying too. I don't know if you've ever been bullied.
Yes,
but that goes,
when I was a kid,
that goes with that.
I was disabled. I was wearing glasses and I was short. So yeah, I was bullied a lot.
And standing up, I think as we get older, we have a voice and we have an opinion to stand up and say hey, no, this is how we deal with it.
Yeah.
And show people, hey, we got this.
Yeah. And sometimes bullying and hurting words are, just dragging down a lot of people in our community. I had a friend. I think it's a great story because I had she wasn't my friend. No, she wasn't my friend. We were in the same university for a semester on the same course. And she was a girl in a wheelchair. And it was so rare that, especially in my country, that on one university on the same course, there were two girls in a wheelchair. And she was struggling making friends, but she was bullied, I think, so much in her life. And she was raised not with the great values when she was younger, that at the end of the day, she was there with no friends because she tried to use her disability to make friends. She was she could walk with a walker, and at the university, classroom kind of thing is with stairs. and she could walk up to the second level. I was usually sitting in the first row, or someone helped me up to the second row, but she could walk up, and sometimes she was just, being there, sitting there and waiting for people to help her up. And sometimes she just asked random people to, can you help me up, please? And they were like, okay, sure. And then, can I sit with you? Then, okay. And she was not making friends with her personality, but she was trying to make her friends by kind of like bully them back to help her. And that was like so annoying. It annoyed me. It annoyed my group mates. It annoyed everyone on the course. Like, why can't she be just herself? Why does she have to use the disability to make friends? And it's so sad because it's not her fault. It's actually the kids who bullied her in the past, her parents, the environment she grew up in, the values and the mental values she grew up with are the problem. And because she didn't see any good example in her community, because there was no chance. And I think that's why it's important for us to show each other some kind of example and try to bring each other up instead of dragging down. Yeah.
Well, so with that, we finished this episode, and I want to thank you, Karola, for wanting to do this. We were like excited to hearing your story, and I think because of Tiff's face, he's more excited about this episode. So aren't you? You want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Yes, I'm happy to hear that. Actually, I was excited too. It's so good. It was so good. No one ever made an interview like that with me, and I was so happy.
No, thank you so much. And as I always said, videos will come every 2 weeks, every 2 days, or at least every week. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video.